She didn't scream. She didn't cry. In the middle of a crowded fair, a terrified little girl raised her hand and made one silent motion toward a police dog, and within seconds, that dog did something no one could explain. The entire crowd froze, and what happened next exposed a secret that could have changed her life forever. If you're part of the Black Visionaries family, hit that like button right now and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories like this one. It was one of those perfect Saturday afternoons when the whole city felt alive. The main street was closed off for the annual autumn fair. Music filled the air, vendors shouted over sizzling grills, and colorful balloons brushed the sky like tiny planets. Officer Emily Carter stood at the edge of the crowd, her police badge glinting under the warm sun. Beside her sat Rex, her loyal K-9 partner, alert, calm, and impossibly intelligent. Children ran past laughing, clutching cotton candy and face-painted smiles. Emily smiled too. It was the kind of day police officers rarely got to enjoy, peaceful, normal, safe. She leaned down to pat Rex. "Looks like we get the easy shift today, buddy," she said. Rex's tail wagged once, the calm, steady rhythm of a professional who'd seen enough chaos to appreciate quiet days. Then, from across the fair, something changed. Near a puppet theater crowded with families, a small girl in a yellow hoodie stood beside a man in a dark jacket. She couldn't have been more than 7. The man looked restless, checking his phone, scanning faces, shifting his feet. But the girl wasn't watching the puppet show. She was staring straight at Rex. Emily noticed her lift her left hand slightly, then close and open it twice. A small, simple motion, almost invisible in the crowd. But Rex froze. His ears pricked. His gaze sharpened. "Rex?" Emily whispered. Rex gave a soft, nervous whine, something he only did when he sensed fear. Emily followed his line of sight back to the girl. The girl repeated the motion again, slower this time. Open. Close. Twice. And now Emily saw it, the faint tremble in her hand, the desperate stillness in her face. The man beside her touched her shoulder tightly. Too tightly. The girl flinched. Emily walked closer, heart steady, face calm. "Hey there," she said cheerfully. "Mind if your daughter pets my dog? He loves kids." The man's smile was thin and wrong. "We're in a hurry," he said. The girl's lips moved, no sound came out, but she shaped the word help. Rex took a step forward. Emily's instincts snapped into focus. She pretended to kneel and fix his collar, using the motion to observe. The girl's wrists had faint bruises, almost hidden under her sleeves. Her eyes were pleading, the kind of eyes that had already cried too much. "Cute bracelet," Emily said, trying to stall. "Where'd you get it?" The man pulled the girl closer. "A gift. Now, if you'll excuse us," Rex growled softly. Not loud enough for the crowd, but Emily heard every vibration in it. It was the growl he used when danger was near. "Sir," she said, standing slowly, "could I see some ID?" The man frowned. "You have no reason." "It's routine," Emily lied easily, her hand near her radio. The girl's left hand moved again, the same motion. Open, the same motion. Open, close. Twice. Her eyes glistened. That was all the confirmation Emily needed. She pressed her radio's side button. "Dispatch, this is Carter. Possible abduction, North Plaza." The man saw her lips move and bolted.
Duh.
The dog launched forward, cutting through the fairground with lightning precision. People gasped as the man shoved through the crowd, but Rex was already ahead of him. The shepherd turned at just the right second, blocking his path completely. The man tried to dodge, Rex shifted. One move, one step, and the man tripped over a bench and went crashing to the pavement. Emily caught up in seconds, knee on his back, cuffs snapping tight. "You're done," she said coldly. The crowd went silent. Then the little girl screamed, not in fear, but in relief. She ran toward Emily, tears streaking her cheeks. "He's not my dad. He told me to call him that." A voice broke through the noise, frantic, trembling, desperate. "Emma." A woman pushed through the sea of people, her face white with terror. When she saw the girl, she collapsed into sobs. Emma ran straight into her mother's arms, clutching her like she'd never let go again. The crowd exhaled, 100 strangers united by one miracle. Rex walked up to the girl and gently brushed against her leg. She crouched to hug him, whispering something through the tears. "You saw me," she said. "You really saw me." Emily knelt beside them. "He did," she said softly. "He always does." The man was taken away quickly. Inside his van, parked nearby, officers found rope, snacks, extra clothes, and a camera. It was clear this wasn't his first attempt, but it was his last. After the chaos faded, Emily sat with Emma and her mother near the first aid tent. The little girl's voice was small but steady. "At school they taught us a sign," she said, demonstrating. "If you can't talk, you open and close your hand like this. It means help." Emily nodded, eyes misty. "You did everything right." Emma looked at Rex. He understood. He's trained to notice when something's wrong. Even when nobody says a word, Emily said, "But you're the real hero. You were brave when it mattered most." As the sun dipped below the horizon, the fair slowly returned to normal. The Ferris wheel turned again. The smell of food drifted through the air. But every parent there carried something new home that night. The knowledge of a simple sign that could save a life. Before they left, Emma's mom brought Rex a bag of dog biscuits. "For the hero," she said with a trembling smile. Rex sniffed, took one biscuit gently, and placed it at Emma's feet like a gift returned. Emma giggled through her tears. "He's saying thank you." Emily smiled. "You're right. That's exactly what he's saying. Can I make a new sign for him?" Emma asked. Emily showed her 2 fingers pressed from her heart to Rex's shoulder. "That means we're connected." Emma copied it, her tiny fingers trembling just a little. Rex wagged his tail twice, a language all his own. Hours later, Emily sat outside the police station, the night air cool against her face. Rex lay beside her, resting but alert, as always. She looked at him and whispered, "You changed someone's whole world today." Rex didn't move, but his eyes flicked toward her, soft, calm, knowing. Emily thought of Emma's small hand, that silent signal, and how the entire world could have missed it if one dog hadn't looked closely. Sometimes, she realized, true heroes don't shout. They listen. Across the city, Emma slept safely in her own bed for the first time in days. Her mom sat by her side, whispering prayers of thanks, and Rex, curled up beside Emily, dreamed of fields, of laughter, and of the small yellow hoodie that smelled like hope. Because on that ordinary Saturday, in the middle of a noisy fair, a silent cry for help was heard, and a police dog answered without a single word. And that day proved one thing: you don't need superpowers to be a hero. Sometimes, all it takes is courage, silence, and a heartbeat that listens. If you're part of the Black Visionaries family, hit that like button right now and subscribe for more true stories that remind us. Real heroes come in all shapes, sizes, and sometimes with paws.